10. Okay, so we're starting things off with Monster Reborn, one of the most prominent spell cards in the entire franchise of Yu-Gi-Oh! Both the TCG, the anime, and hopefully very soon here in Duel Links. I would like to see this card as a one-of, and like most cards on today's top 10 list, they will probably be cards that are already in the game, but we just cannot use them yet, which I feel it is time to be able to. I think as a one-of, Monster Reborn, being able to special summon one monster from either player's graveyard would not be that broken, and I think a lot of the fan base, including players that aren't even playing Duel Links yet, would really love to see this OG card, you know, kind of be used by us, and it would be kind of a lot of fun to see what kind of cool combos we can pull off. As I said, as a one-of Monster Reborn, I would definitely love to see it in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Number 9. Okay, I'll admit, I'm a little bit biased in choosing this card as one of the cards for my top 10 that I'd love to see in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, but come on, it's Blue Eyes Alternate White Dragon. I feel like this card is long overdue. Getting this card as possibly a one-of, I wanted this to be Kaiba's level 45 reward. Unfortunately, it was not. It kind of disappointed me, but I would really love to see this card added to Duel Links because I feel like as a one-of, this card will not be too broken, but it will also allow us to actually explore the various possibilities in using Blue Eyes as an actual feasible deck in the game. We have not actually had a feasible meta for Blue Eyes really since Kaibaman first came out, and that only lasted briefly for about a week or so, and even with Kenmoto and stuff like that in the game, Blue Eyes just does not have the love that he truly deserves, and Kaiba is angry. So please make it happen, Konami. Give us at least one copy of Blue Eyes Alternate White Dragon. I'll be very happy about that, and for the fact that I'm a big Dragon fan. Number 8. I think it's about time that we finally get Amazonas Village as, you know, a one-of. Possibly I was hoping this would be a level 45 level up. Maybe Konami is saving this card and another card we're going to be talking about on the list for possibly a level 50 level up reward whenever that comes in the future. But I think by then, maybe this card and the card we're going to be talking about next will be all but useless at that point. I don't know, we'll see, but I really want to see Amazonas Village as a card that we can actually use. I don't even care if they bring it as a skill that has like a kind of a steep requirement, because this card is very powerful, especially with having nearly the entire Amazonas support already in Duel Links, bearing in mind we're missing a couple of the fusions and I believe one spell card. So I mean, this card would be extremely powerful, but extremely fun, and with the upcoming nerfs to Onslaught, I think that we could go ahead and satisfy our Amazonas taste by getting at least one village. So please make it happen, Konami. Number 7. So this is one of the cards a lot of us have been waiting for a long time. Gravekeepers have not really gotten any kind of support at all outside of their initial release when the game first came out. And I guess Soul Exchange and Econ are really good supplements to really help the deck kind of go off and do what it wants to do. However, we haven't really gotten actual Gravekeeper support, and NECROVALLEY has been in the game since day one, with Ishizu, of course, being able to use it. I would like for any kind of Merrick event, like Young Merrick, you know, non-Yami Merrick, to come in, give us maybe some NECROVALLEY, or give us some Gravekeeper support. Somehow, some way. I mean, even giving us NECROVALLEY as just a one-of via a skill, that would be great. Or like I said in my last pick with Amazonas Village, maybe give it as like a level 50 reward for Ishizu. I was hoping that this would have been the level 45 reward, much like my getting level 45 being Village. Of course, neither happened. My dreams were crushed when I saw the level 45 list actually get leaked and then of course be confirmed. But anyways, I think NECROVALLEY would be really cool as a one-of. It'd really bring Gravekeepers back to prominence. It used to be a really strong deck back in the day, and I'd love to see it strong again because the deck was so much fun to play. Number 6. Now this one may be one that you guys may not have expected to be on the list. This is Negate Attack. We may even have another surprise on the list. I don't know. But Negate Attack with Stall basically being all but dead at this point, this could be a really good supplement to kind of help decks that really need to buy a turn or two to kind of get their combos off and survive, especially within the impending meta shift that we're going to be getting next season. So I'd like to see this be a thing as a one-of, hopefully. Maybe two-of, honestly. It's not that broken of a card, but it really does shut down your opponent's OTK opportunities and could be really good. So I'd love to see Negate Attack come into the game as playable for us. Number 5. Yes, we've had Zane in the game. How many times now we've seen his face? He's just constantly throwing this card on the field, and we're just sitting there absorbing it, thinking, why do we not have this card yet? why can we not play with this card? Every time we get an event that has anything to do with Zane, the first question we always ask, are we going to get Cyber Dragon? Konami, it is time. Give us Cyber Dragon. He would be a very good card to run, especially if you want to run like a mono machine deck. He'd be really fun to run an actual Cyber Dragon deck, which we are kind of just stuck dealing with the Chimera tech right now and not really the Cyber Dragon aspect. And Chimera techs just really are not that great, let's be honest here. We've been expecting and waiting for Cyber Dragon to come. Unfortunately, we may have to wait to get this card until Zane actually becomes unlockable. I just hope they don't screw us over and say you can only have 1 or 2 Cyber Dragons and not give us the full playset, because this card really isn't broken. It could be used in a very powerful combo, but I mean, come on, it's Cyber Dragon. It's a very nostalgic card, especially if you're a big follower of GX. It's one of the more prominent cards that you see in GX, along with another card we're going to be showing on the list to really help a meta be boosted. And I cannot wait. I hope we get this card soon. Number 4. Alright, so to keep with the theme of having machines going here on the list, our next 2 picks, including this one, will be machines. We will have 3 machines on the list today. And Blowback Dragon is a card that I expected to be at level 45, but they gave us Proton Blast instead, which is good. Proton Blast also works very well with this card, which I'm still waiting to get. I think it's about time we get this. I mean, he's been another one of those cards that's been in the game since day 1 for a long time now, and I feel it's time that we finally get him. He works very well with Psychic Shockwave, sorry guys. He works very well with Psychic Shockwave, and I'd love to see this card in the game being playable. Even if we can only get 1 or 2 of them, or even a full playset, that would be awesome. The coin toss meta would be alive and well, especially if you pair him off with Barrel Dragon, Tomb Barrel Dragon, etc., with Proton Blast. Could be some really cheesy plays, and could be fun. And I mean, hey, he looks pretty cool. So let's get him in the game, okay, Konami? Please let him be playable by us. Number 3. Alright, so this is our most anticipated machine monster to come to Duel Links, and we've been waiting for a long time. It's almost a meme at this point. It probably is a meme. And the meme goes, where is Jinzo? Now, with Esperosa being unlockable very, very soon, a lot of us can expect Jinzo to become a part of our Duel Links collection very, very soon. And with this guy being on the list, I'll bring into another card, which makes a lot of sense now if we get Jinzo, which I'm sure we will get at least 1 of, and possibly a max of 3 once we get Esperosa's event multiple times after the initial unlock event. So I cannot wait for that. And this is our final machine on the list, by the way, as well. I said there would be 3. This is our 3rd and final machine. So get ready for our next pick, because it'll make a lot of sense why it's on the list, because Jinzo hopefully is coming very, very soon. Number 2. Alright. So this is a card that can now come into the game, because I feel like we have a lot of things that could deal with back row and stuff like that. So Mirror Force would not be as busted if you gave us Mirror Force, say, a year or so ago. Plus, with Jinzo coming soon, hopefully, cross fingers, Mirror Force will not be that broken even further. So I feel like it's time to get this nostalgic card that used to tilt the anime, used to tilt the TCG, and it's not even the best mirror card anymore. I would love to see this as at least a 1 of or a 2 of in the game. I don't even care if they just hard limit it right off the bat. That's fine, as long as I get my hands on 1 copy of Mirror Force, just for the nostalgia and just for the possible cheese place tilt that we could get every once in a while during PvP on the ladder. Could be entertaining, could be fun. I'd love to see it. And again, with Jinzo coming hopefully soon, and how easy he is to summon, I just don't see Mirror Force being a problem, especially as a 1 of, and like with Cosmic Cyclones and a lot of other back row, and with Red Eyes coming back with the Storm plays, the Cosmic Cyclone plays, we got Parallel Twisters, I mean, we got Noble Knights. We have a lot of different decks currently in the game that can really get rid of back row, so Mirror Force, especially as a 1 of, would not be a big deal, and I would love to see it come to Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Number 1. Okay, Destiny Heroes got their time to shine. They got Mass Heroes with Anki and Mass Change. It is now time for Elemental Heroes to finally get some love here by Konami by giving us Elemental Hero Stratos. I don't care if they put this in a big box set, a mini box set. I don't care if we only get this as a 1 of as a level up reward if they go like to level 50 or whatever. I don't care. I just want to get my hands on Elemental Hero Stratos, because Elemental Hero Stratos is really the only card right now that we're really lacking to really push Elemental Heroes to that next level, to get them into the meta where they actually need to be. Because it's like when GX first came out, Jaden would have been the premier player. He would have been the featured player, the MVP of the series. He would have been what all the fans would have been ranting and raving about. However, when he came to the game, everyone was excited, but soon found out his deck was hot garbage. There's not really much we could have done with Elemental Heroes to really do anything in the meta. They didn't really pile or really pave their way to success at all, and they still have yet to do so. We've had various deck builds where you have to keep really going out of your way to try and make the deck work, and it just doesn't, or it's not consistent. I think the deck really lacks getting their hands on Elemental Hero Stratos. I think we really need this card, at least as a 1-of or a possible 2-of with a semi-limit. I don't know, but I want to see it. I want to be able to play with it. I want to make Elemental Heroes somewhat relevant rather, and decent in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. Now, I know a lot of you are probably thinking, well, maybe it's a little bit too broken, maybe it's too crazy with that back row destruction, you know, but we have other cards in the game that already can do similar things like that, and they're not even limited. So I would really love to see Elemental Hero Stratos give us a little bit of love here and take Elemental Heroes to the next level, to the new heights, to go above and beyond. Plus Ultra!